purchasing info record, info update indicator, which means that if a purchasing info record does not exist, then we can create info record from quotation. From quotation, it will update. If info record does not exist, we can update exist, or if it exists or if it does not exist, we can update from quotation, purchase order and purchase order. Okay. Case, there are two scenarios. Purchasing info record does not exist for the vendor and material. Then if PIR does not exist, purchase order, from purchase order you can, let us go and see how the indicators are there available in purchase order. In purchase order, it is a checkbox. In the item detail, you have material data tab. Can you see? In purchase order, simply it is info update checkbox. Okay. From purchase order, you can update like this. Just info update indicator. If purchase order, purchasing info record exists, what rights a purchase order has? The PO document number is updated as a last document in the existing PIR. Order price history is updated. So info update. Okay. If you click on save, from here, if you branch to info record, extras, order price history. There is no order price history. Why? Because we have not updated, we have not created a single purchase order for this material and vendor. Can you see? No selection possible. Now what we will do, last purchase order number also it will store. Can you, if you go and see purchasing data 2, can you see last purchase order number is also not available? That will come up. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll save this purchase order and we keep the info update indicator. So this is a scenario where purchase info record already exists and we are saying info update from purchase order. Info update from purchase order. Save it. If you save, what happens is it. From here itself, we can go to purchasing info record. Now, if we go on extras, order price history, can you see 720 euros? This order number is this. And last document also, it will be updated. Go to purchasing data. Can you see purchasing document number is updated? This purchase order line number 10 is created, or this is last document. What it shows? PO document number is updated as a last document in the existing PIR. Existing PIR, this PO number is updated here, and order price history is also updated in the PIR. Order price history. Order price history is also updated here. That we have seen it. Okay. Now, if scheduling agreement, what writes? Scheduling agreement document number is updated as a last document in the existing PIR. Okay, if you are creating a scheduling agreement and if you choose the info update indicator, it will update the last document number. Quotation, PIR is updated, time dependent conditions are updated. If you are updating from quotation, PIR is updated, time dependent conditions are updated. If you are updating from contract, no updates. For purchase order, it is simply a checkbox. For scheduling agreement, quotation and contract, it is like this. No, blank, no update, update with or without plant, update with plant, if plant not prohibited, update without plant, if plant is not prohibited. Plus customizing setting. What are the customizing settings? I'll show you. First, I'll show you how contract it will show, demonstrate. Okay, let me demonstrate that. Go to outline agreement, contract. Okay. Can you see this conditions derived from? Go to header. Let us go to conditions, item overview. Let us select this line and click on conditions. The conditions are copied from the purchasing info record to the contract. We can change it. These are called defaulted values. We can still change it. Now go to item details. Double click. If you double click, it will be item detail. You can double click here, or you can select the line, click on details, item details. Both are same. Can you see here info update F4 button? If you press, what are the options available? If you choose blank, no update will take place. If info record already exists, what are the conditions? If info record already exists, what contract can do? It will not update. It will not update. 4 options we have available, right? 4 options are available. The 4 options you can see here. No update. If you select this, update with or without plant, update with plant, update without plant, if no plant requirement. If you keep this update without plant, if you keep it here A, this is in turn dependent on customizing settings. Let me open the customizing settings. For every plant, we have customizing settings. Where we can see this info update indicator in the customizing. Customizing control. What is the plan? Purchasing condition, define condition control at plant level. Purchasing, SPRO, materials management, purchasing, conditions, define condition control at plant level. Let us go to PL01, PL01 plant. PL01 plant, what we have? We have, it is set in blank, conditions allowed with and without plant. So if this is set, this is already set here. So now in the contract, what we have chosen? A. What we have chosen? A. A is what? Update with or without plant. If customizing says, customizing conditions allowed with and without plant. With plant also it will allow, without plant is also it will allow. So what the resultant is, from contract it will update. If info record already exists in the for the material and plant, vendor and material, if info record already exists, contract will not do any updates. For scheduling agreement, last document number is updated. For quotation, PIR is updated. Let me go to, let us put contract here. Now we go to info update will set and select, save this. What happens, you see, there won't be any update because if info record already exists, contract will not do any updates. Scheduling agreement, it will update the last document. In quotation, it will update the prices. Contract is created. After contract is created, let us see what are the changes in info record. We'll go to purchasing, master data, info record, ME12. Order price history. No update in order price history. Last document is this. Okay. Now extras. Order price history, this one. Go to extras, purchasing data. Go to purchasing data 2. Can you see PO number is not replaced? Okay. So contract does not update any information when PIR already exists. Quotation and contract. Contract, no updates, but scheduling agreement, last document number is updated. Let us create a scheduling agreement. Scheduling agreement. Let us create. Info record conditions are copied. If you look at conditions, you can see info record conditions are copied. Now we'll go to item detail. Select the line item, click on item details, or simply you can double click on the line item. Can you see info update indicator? Update with or without plan, we'll put it. Okay. Now save this scheduling agreement. Scheduling agreement is created. Okay. Now let us see the purchasing info record. Purchasing data 2. Can you see? This is the scheduling agreement number that is replaced with the purchasing document. Purchase order is replaced by scheduling agreement. Environment, order price history. Can you see? This is order price history is also updated. Let us see this. Order price history is updated or not. Here we'll say if PIR exists, order price history also updated. Order price history is updated in the, okay, save this. Now we have seen it, purchase order, how it is updated. The document number is updated as a last document number, and order price is updated. For scheduling agreement and purchase order, same effect. Quotation. Quotation PIR is updated, time dependent conditions are updated. If PIR already exists and if you create a quotation, the conditions are updated from the updated from the quotation. Contract we have already seen. Quotation, let us create a quotation. I'll show this in later videos. Let us skip this. In quotation also, from quotation also, it will update. If PIR already exists, quotation updates the conditions in the purchasing info record and with a time validity. Okay. Now, if PIR does not exist, what purchase order does? PIR is created for the first time for a material vendor. If you are creating purchase order and if you have selected purchase info update in the purchase order in the material data tab of item details, PIR created, the PO document number is updated as last document, order price history is updated. If you are updating from scheduling agreement, PIR is created, scheduling agreement document number is updated as the last document, and this also will what will do? This also order price history is also updated for scheduling agreement. If you are updating from quotation for the first time for a vendor and material, info record does not exist and you are updating from quotation, PIR is created, time dependent conditions are updated. If you are creating from contract, PIR is created, time dependent conditions are updated. Okay, for the first time for a given material and vendor. This is info update indicator.